Good evening and welcome to the 29th Woman of Excellence cocktail reception. As many of you know, my name is Maura Kiernan. I'm the chairwoman of the Yonkers Chamber of Commerce. At this time, I would invite everybody to please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Let us bow our heads and join our hearts together in a moment of reflection and gratitude as we begin this special gathering. Dear Heavenly Father, we come before you this evening with humble hearts, filled with reverence and appreciation for the extraordinary women of distinction in our community. We are grateful for the opportunity to honor and recognize their remarkable achievements, their unwavering determination, and their profound impact on the lives of others. In this moment of reflection, we acknowledge the countless women who have paved the way for progress, breaking down barriers and overcoming obstacles with grace and resilience. We acknowledge their strength, their courage, and their relentless pursuit of excellence. We are also thankful for the Yonkers Chamber of Commerce, its dedicated members, and its visionary leadership. We appreciate their efforts and commitment to empowering women in our community, and we ask for continued strength and wisdom as they work tirelessly to promote economic growth, foster collaboration, and provide resources for all. We also have honoring to these women, these remarkable women offering unwavering encouragement, understanding, and strength. We ask, dear Lord, that you bless them with unity, peace, and unending love. Finally, dear God, we offer these words of gratitude, reflection, and hope, knowing that your divine guidance, we can create a world where every woman is honored, respected, and celebrated for their unique contributions. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Steve. I'd ask everybody please be seated. And at this time, I would like to introduce Jean Tickle, who is the chairwoman of the Women in Business Committee.
Hi, welcome. I want to start by thanking our co-hosts, Anita Morick and Kathy Cannell. At the time, Kathy volunteered to co-host this. She did not know that she was being honored, and neither did we, by the way. I want to thank the whole committee. Everyone works really hard, and I want to thank Gina and Kevin Kikase and Julian because they work behind the scenes at the Chamber very hard for this event. Congratulations to all the scholarship winners and all of our honorees tonight. You're going to hear some extraordinary stories, and these women are really something to admire. I want to thank you all for coming because without you, this wouldn't be able to take place. And the 50-50 goes to our scholarship for next year. So we appreciate if you contribute to that. Enjoy. Oh. And now I have to introduce Anita Morick. Does she even know? I don't know where she is. Oh, there she is.
Okay. Hi, everybody. It's so good to be here. This has always been one of my favorite events of the year. And even though I'm retired, I'm still in the Women in Business, which is great. Oops. Thank you. Okay. So what can I say? COVID, as we all know, was a detriment for everybody, and we missed a couple of years of doing this. But last year was a success as a cocktail party, and it seems like that's what we're going to do every year from now on. That way people can come, they don't have to leave work for lunch and all of that nonsense. At any rate, I'm here to introduce Kevin Kikase, whom I'm sure you all know. He's president of the Yonkers Chamber of Commerce. What are you saying about? Oh, you still can't hear me? Okay. So Kevin Kikase and I have known each other for a very long time. I used to work for the City Court of Yonkers many moons ago, and I worked under his father, Judge Kikase, Bob Kikase. He was fantastic, as you know well. And Kevin, hardworking, He's made a lot of forward movements for the Chamber of Commerce in Yonkers. Just look at how well Yonkers is doing now. People didn't used to even want to come down to Yonkers because they were afraid that they'd get shot or something, and now it's not like that at all. I don't know if anybody remembers that, but I had people tell me that. At any rate, come on, Kevin. I'm rambling. Come up.
Thank you, Anita. And just as an aside, when I first got involved civically in Yonkers, it was in politics. It was 1983. And I first met Anita personally at that time through her father, Harry Mork, who was a longtime district leader for the Democratic Party. So we do have it. We do have a history. I'd like to say we're here. Once again, another event that we had to postpone. We had Smoke-ageddon, or whatever you want to refer to it. Maura called me when we were supposed to have this event several weeks ago, and she said it was like 1 o'clock, and she said a couple of the hospitals were saying, you know, it's pretty unhealthy out there. And I was saying, no, you know, it's in 4 hours, we're going to be fine. The smoke's going to blow over. By 2:30, it looked like the world was coming to an end. So, but we're here. We appreciate your coming. We thank you. I'd like to thank all the committee members who once again have outdone themselves. This event is a very important part of our civic life in the city. We missed it for a couple of years due to COVID. Last year was a resounding success. This year, although a little delayed, is another resounding success. We have wonderful honorees. It's going to be a real fun night. Before I introduce our Mistress of Ceremonies, I'm going to introduce on our mayor's behalf. Our mayor is taking the night off after a hard-fought campaign. None of us can blame him. And Mike Sabatino is here as his representative, and we'll hear a few words from Mike. Mike?
Thank you, Kevin. Okay. Thank you, Kevin. And as Kevin said, you know, the mayor is taking a night off, but that doesn't diminish the fact that he's here in spirit. He does want to thank the Chamber of Commerce, Maura, and of course Kevin, and Janine, who's going to be our host, who of course paved the way for women in broadcasting here locally, so we have to give her some kudos for that. Tonight we honor and recognize women in our community who are making a difference for their humanitarian and philanthropy, for working with children, and showing underprivileged communities they can thrive. And of course, excel in their professional careers. You know, we have to thank all of the women in our life and the influence that they've given us as we move on in different stages of our life. And of course, we want to congratulate all the honorees, Frances, Camila, Marisol, Kathy, and a special congratulations to the Lifetime Achievement Award for Jeannie Martinelli. Of course, none of us know who Jeannie is. And we also, the mayor wants to send his congratulations to the scholarship winners, Brianna, Stephanie, and Mackenzie. So enjoy your evening.
Okay, thank you, Mike. You know, I remember Janine from back when she was a production, I guess, assistant. I first met her, she had the belt with the batteries and, you know, a totally different time. The cameras were enormous. And I think it was Pat, Pat was your boss, and and Janine filled in one day for, I guess it was for a week or so. And I remember talking to my brother, who was at the time the general manager for Cablevision. We were just sitting home watching. Janine came on. Pat Marino was there. He had a 5-minute newscast. And Janine got on, and we looked at each other, we said, I don't know if you remember Roseanne Scamardella from ABC, but we said, Janine is just like Roseanne Scamardella. So she got to start with a 5-minute newscast, and then she developed it in, she led the way to make News 12 what it is today in Westchester. And I'm very gratified she takes the time to come. She's been doing this, Women in Business, I believe since its inception. 2005 to now. So Janine, without any further ado, it's time to turn it over to the ladies. Enjoy your evening.
Thank you, that was very kind. They're all very tall. Thank you, Kevin, beautiful, and Mike, thank you so much for those beautiful words. I don't deserve them, but I will tell you a quick story before I start anything. To Kevin's point, when I started with Cablevision, I was a camera person, and we had huge battery packs, huge cameras, and myself and a good friend of mine, Lisa Troncone, were the production crew. You all know the sugar factory in Yonkers, but most of you probably haven't been there because it's very difficult. It's on the waterfront, and there's a lot of security because boats are coming in and out. I shouldn't say boats, barges from all over the country. It was the early 80s. There had been bombings in Israel. The world was in trouble, for lack of a better way to say. And Lisa Troncone and I go down to the sugar factory to do a story. They were expecting us, but we got out of our cars. How's that? Okay, there you go. We got out of our cars, put the belts on. Literally, I swear, people thought we were terrorists. They honestly, we looked like Patty Hearst. I'm not kidding. I swear that's a true story. And I looked at her and she looked at me and I'm like, are we going to get out of this in one piece? Fortunately, security knew we were coming, but to Kevin's point, it's been a long road, so I appreciate it. So good evening, and on behalf of the Yonkers Chamber of Commerce Women in Business Committee, I want to welcome you all to what is now the 29th Annual Women of Excellence Awards presentation. It is, as Anita mentioned, the second year in a row that we've been back in person. Of course, we could not meet in 2020 or 2021, so there is a normalcy to this event which we should all be very proud of. And it is a joy for me to be standing before you once again, reconnecting as friends and colleagues. Tonight we celebrate, and I'm looking at one of them right in front of me, Jeannie, several amazing, not only scholarship winners as they prepare to head off to college, but several amazing women who deserve the recognition we are about to bestow upon them. As I mentioned, I received the Above and Beyond Award from the Chamber, can't believe it, back in 2004. That's 19 years ago. I can remember that day like it was yesterday. We were at the Polish Community Center. I can remember the suit that I was wearing. My parents, who are no longer with us, friends, family members, colleagues, just like today, they were all there. And I remember the pride. That was one of the first awards I got that really meant something. And it was beyond doubt one of the high points of my own career, and I still proudly display that award at my house. So ironically, the very next year in 2005, and Kevin, I don't remember if it was you back in 2005, but that's when I got the call to say, hey, come and MC this event. It might probably was you. It was either you or Jeannie, probably Jeannie. She made the phone calls back then, right? And I've been doing this ever since. So I want to thank you all for purchasing the tickets tonight. It's really important that you support the Chamber of Commerce. And as Anita mentioned, the dollars raised tonight will help the scholarship winners next year. Now on to the real reason we are here, and it is to honor 5 extraordinary women, as well as 3 phenomenal high school scholarship winners. All these honorees are living proof that women, no matter what their age or occupation, are instrumental in business and in uplifting the quality of life in our community. They are all strong, smart, and determined to be the best they can be, and they demonstrate it each and every day. Whether we work for men, women, or for ourselves, we are all born with that innate desire to do our best and to always push the envelope to make a difference. And I can assure you that the women we are about to honor today
make a difference each and every day. Frances Casola, Camilla Israel, Marisol Monsibo, Kathy Cunell, and Jeannie Martinelli. And our high school scholarship winners, Brianna Coro, Stephanie Marie Mattal, and Mackenzie Mocha. We're going to honor and extol the virtues of all of these wonderful females today. Frances and Camilla will receive Business Professional Awards. Marisol will receive the Above and Beyond Award. Kathy, one of our event co-chairs, will receive the Thomas J. Karamadri Humanitarian Award. And Jeannie Martinelli, who served this organization so well for almost 2 decades as its Director of Marketing, will be awarded the Lifetime Achievement Award, only the 2nd year that this award has been given out. They are 5 women with 5 very different and distinct careers, but one big thing in common: they are all exceptional individuals with exceptional talents in their respective fields. They're phenomenal because they balance the demands of their very busy careers with the demands of their families every day, and they make it look so easy. We're going to start, however, by recognizing, I believe, our scholarship winners, and for that I'm going to ask Anita Mork to come up because she's going to present our scholarship winners today. Anita, come on up.
Okay, so we have, as every year, 3 scholarships to award, and unfortunately, the other 3 women on the scholarship committee, tighten it for me, thank you, were not able to come tonight, and so I get to do them all. It's always been one of my favorite things because the young women are just amazing. Every year it's just phenomenal. Okay, so I'm going to read this since I have to do all 3 of them. A highlight of the Women of Excellence Award is always the scholarships we present to deserving young women. This year is no different. It's with great deal of pleasure that we introduce you to this year's winners. And again, unfortunately, only one of the young ladies are here tonight. The other 2 were unable to come because of the postponement. They could have made June 7th, but not 3 weeks later, so it's kind of sad. But I'll start with maybe the 2 who aren't here. So upon graduating this month from the Yonkers Montessori Academy, Brianna Goro has set her sights on a career in politics. She traces her interest to early exposure to national events in a home where she watched CNN and BBC World News while other kids were learning about the world from Dora the Explorer. Brianna's interest and involvement and service was cemented when an earthquake caused devastating damage to Durrës, Albania, where she had grown up. Brianna organized a school-wide bake sale to send funds to the Red Cross to help victims. The overwhelming response gave Brianna optimism about the impact that she and her generation could have to make their mark on society. Brianna's teacher for College Link Political Science said he could not pick one specific way that she excelled, concluding that Brianna, quote, reliably delivered in every way, and whether the project required collaborative problem solving, complex inquiry, thorough research, formal writing, command of fundamental knowledge, or honest self-reflection, Brianna consistently distinguished herself among her peers. While Brianna's high grades are an essential part of her high school career, they're complemented by involvement in a variety of community service activities and as a scholar athlete on the playing field. Brianna has captained not just 1, but 2 champion teams, girls varsity soccer and girls varsity softball. So I was going to say, please join us, Brianna, but since she's not here, we'll go on to the next person. But doesn't she sound like a wonderful young woman who will go far? Okay, so next is someone who is here. Oh, no. Well, that's okay, I'll skip. Let me go down. Our person who is here, Mackenzie Moshe, is another standout student from Yonkers Montessori Academy. Mackenzie's roots in the Yonkers community go back 4 generations. It's a community she takes seriously, giving back as a volunteer of Homefield Homeowners Association events. Dressing as the Easter Bunny may be her favorite, and as a regular volunteer since middle school at St. Anthony's Church. The oldest of 6 children, caring for others seems to come naturally to Mackenzie. Mackenzie navigated from difficulty reading in elementary school due to a learning disability to a senior schedule stuffed with all the college link courses she could fit in. And she's a member of 3 honor societies, Spanish, Math, and the National Honor Society. These experiences, combined with her caring for others and parents who are Yonkers school teachers, all established Mackenzie's desire to pursue a career in teaching. She wrote, "I hope to be significant when I finish school and start my career." Significant means helping others with their hopes and dreams. Mackenzie consistently demonstrates her enthusiasm for learning, and it's not lost on others. One of her college link teachers summarized, "Her natural curiosity and attention to detail make her a timely fit for the demands of teaching 21st century citizenry. And her boundless empathy makes her exactly the kind of person whom I hope teaches my kids one day." Mackenzie has been recognized for success outside of the classroom on the softball field. She has been recruited to play softball for Western Connecticut State University. This after she switched positions from third base to pitcher for her junior year. Mackenzie has already proven that she sets goals and achieves them. Everyone who described her talked about looking forward to watching her continue to grow, and we are excited to be part of that journey, hoping that she shares all those many talents right here in Yonkers. Can Mackenzie please come up? Hi, Mackenzie. So nice to meet you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mackenzie Mocha, and I am a 4th-generation Yonkers resident. I would like to thank the Chamber of Commerce for this scholarship. I attended Yonkers Montessori Academy. I was there my whole life since I was in pre-K. Both my parents are teachers at YMA, and I will be attending Western Connecticut State University in the fall. I will be playing on the softball team, and one of my greatest memories is helping my school, Yonkers Montessori Academy, win the first Section 1 title in the Yonkers Public Schools history. So like they said, I am going to be studying to be a teacher, but I've always had a dream of opening a bakery with my mom one day, so hopefully that can happen. So I inherited my entrepreneurial spirit from my grandpa. He was the owner and operator of CAM Auto Parts for over 3 decades. He is an inspiration to me and taught me so much about small business and everything that comes with that. After college, I look forward to helping others achieve their goals and their dreams through becoming an educator. I'd like to thank the Chamber of Commerce again for this scholarship. I'm so grateful, and hopefully I can pay it forward in the future. Thank you.
Little tall, but I got it. All right. Talking into the mic, really no problem here. All right, we're going to start with our award ceremony right now. Oh, you have one more? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were done with scholarship. But is she here?
Yeah.
Oh, she.
No, she's not, but her principal is. Okay. Sorry, I got to move it up again. So for the 3rd scholarship winner, she's not here. Stephanie Marie Mittal has certainly made the most of her time at Sacred Heart High School, where she has a GPA of 100 plus, And it's not from taking the easy way out. Stephanie has carried a schedule full of AP and honors classes. It's no surprise that she was described in her recommendation as a very ambitious and conscientious student who is highly motivated, detail-oriented, and well-organized. She manages her time exceptionally. Sure, Stephanie has been inducted into the National Honor Society, but it's not all books and grades. Stephanie has served as a secretary of the Student Council, captain of the dance club, and volunteered at St. Joseph Hospital. Stephanie demonstrated her focus by deliberately mapping her path. Stephanie wrote, "While my classmates talked about their dreams for the future, I'm mainly focused on the present. I spent time with family or friends, maintained good grades, and developed hobbies. As a kid, I chose not to worry about picking a career until I was in high school. It was volunteering at St. Joseph's that Stephanie identified her path to a healthcare career, specifically in nursing. The hospital work, a class in the human body, and the changes she experienced in puberty brought Stephanie to focus on proper skin care, avoiding harmful products, and treating rare skin disorders. There's little doubt that Stephanie will be a success as she pursues her nursing degree. And I wish she could be here, but I am happy to announce her principal is here, Kyle O'Donnell. Would you come up and say a few words? And I also will mention that there's a loop going on with some of the people who sponsored us of her, Stephanie, telling us how grateful she was and giving us thanks, and sorry she couldn't be here. Thanks, Kyle.
So thank you, everyone. Unfortunately, Stephanie couldn't be here. On the 18th, she got on a plane and has a family vacation to the Philippines. In speaking with her beforehand, she's really upset that she could not be here to accept this award because of how thankful she is. Stephanie is truly the model Sacred Heart student. She embodies everything that we try to convey to every single student who is there. She has, as you heard, a GPA of 101.672. She was the valedictorian. She was part of the student government, and one of the most convincing people you will ever speak with. There was one time she came up and there was a pep rally, and she goes, you know, Mr. O'Donnell, as she was the captain of the dance team, we think it would be really great if we got some faculty members to go dance. I said, that's great, you can go ask them, I'm sure they'll be happy. As I turned my back, she goes, Mr. O'Donnell, you are a faculty member. Do you want to join? What could I say? She said it would be something that would build the school community. She was the one who just brought life to this school. So she is so deserving of this award, and we'd all like to thank you, I know on behalf of her and her family, for this scholarship. Thank you very much.
Okay, another round of applause for all three scholarship winners. Yes. And now to the Women of Excellence Awards. The Business Professional Award is presented to a woman who has not only proven herself in business, but has encouraged other women to successfully reach their goals. This year, the Yonkers Chamber of Commerce is proud to present the award to two very special women. We're going to start with Frances Casola, who unfortunately could also not be here today because of the date change. But Frances has been climbing the ladder of success at St. Joseph's Medical Center here in Yonkers for the past 44 years. Yeah, she began her career at St. Joseph's as a nurse in 1979, and the rest, as they say, is history. Literally, because of her skill and intellect, she had ever-expanding roles at St. Joseph's, promoted to head nurse, then to administrative director, then to the role of director of quality assurance at the hospital, then assistant vice president of quality, and in 1997 she was named vice president of operations. And this is where it gets really important. In 2020, Frances was promoted to senior vice president and chief operating officer at the medical center, and she played an integral role in successfully leading St. Joseph's and the community through the COVID-19 pandemic. Frances has dedicated her entire career to improving the health of Yonkers City residents and is very deserving of this Professional Women of Excellence Award. Here to accept it on her behalf, Maura Kiernan from the Chamber and Bill Schneider from St. Joseph's. Oh, I'm sorry, Monty Margie. Or you mentioned, okay, sorry. I'm sorry, I didn't get that one.
Yes, Amani Margie is also here, and she is also a member of the board of St. Joseph's. It's our pleasure, on behalf of the hospital, to accept this award for Fran. She's dedicated many, many years to the hospital, and we're honored that she is with the hospital. Thank you very much, everyone.
While they take pictures, we'll move it along. Our second recipient of the Women of Excellence Business Professional Award is Camilla Israel. Where's Camilla? I'm looking. There we are. Okay. All right, don't blush too much. We're going to talk about you for a while. Camilla holds a Bachelor of Science degree in Chemical Engineering from the American University in her native Columbia. She has over 20 years of experience in environmental and engineering consulting and currently works for the Environmental and Energy Division of PS&S Architecture and Engineering as a Senior Project Manager. Based in Yonkers now, Camilla serves public and private clients in Westchester, Long Island, and New York City. Camilla came to the United States in 2000 and was later joined by her family, who successfully emigrated from Colombia as political asylum seekers to escape the civil strife in Colombia at the time. Once here, Camilla worked for an international engineering and consulting firm in West Palm Beach, Florida, and conducted environmental reviews for the Florida Department of Transportation. In 2005, she moved to New York to specialize in technical and financial evaluation of contaminated sites requiring investigation, remediation, and monitoring. When I read your bio, I was very, very impressed, I have to tell you. Camilla is considered an expert in waste management, hazardous site cleanup, assessment, and project scoping and budget. She is currently managing various brownfield remediation projects and leading wind energy project teams in Long Island. When she's not working, you can find Camilla at her children's sporting events, at the beach with her dog, and spending time with family and friends. Another woman more than deserving of the Business Professional Award. Ladies and gentlemen, Camilla Israel.
Good evening. All right, thank you so much. First of all, I want to congratulate my fellow honorees for receiving awards and recognitions today. I want to thank you. I want to thank the Yonkers Chamber of Commerce for selecting me and Frances for this award. I'm truly honored to receive the 2023 Business Award, Professional Award. It says that I have inspired others to excel, and that's a wonderful recognition. I take this recognition with so much gratitude and respect, not only for those that have inspired me and mentored me through the years, but also that the ones that I have inspired to excel. I'm excited for your journey, and I wish you fulfill your dreams and you have a successful career. I honestly think that I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for those that believe in this Colombian engineer 20 years ago when they offered me a job. I also think that it helped a little that I have the credentials, that I have the eagerness to learn, and the right attitude to get the job done. I also want to thank my coworkers, PS&S, Mike Kirkpatrick, Bill Schneider, Vicky Smith for being here tonight, and most importantly for being an extraordinary group of professionals and excellent team players. Especially, shout out to Vicky Smith for nominating me to this award. I guess last thing that I wanted to say, it's a special night, and I can't stop thinking about my dad. He's also a chemical engineer from Colombia. And I attended to many events back when I was growing up in Colombia where he was receiving an award. So tonight is special, and I get to share this celebration and this award with my daughter, Luna, which is here tonight. So it's very special, and thank you everyone for being here, and enjoy your night.
Okay, we're going to move on while pictures are being taken. This year, the Yonkers Chamber of Commerce is proud to present the Above and Beyond Award to Marisol Mancibo. Where is Marisol? There we are. Okay. A woman whose community involvement has enriched the lives of many and has contributed to the betterment of our city. Marisol was born in a small town in the southwestern Dominican Republic, the fifth of 9 children. She moved to Santo Domingo to complete her high school and college studies and obtained a bachelor's degree in accounting. Marisol moved to Yonkers in 1992 and in 2005 began to work at the YMCA, where she soon became an accounting assistant and supervisor. After pursuing additional studies at Lehman College, my alma mater, Marisol was promoted to Director of Finance at the Y and then to Chief Financial Officer. She currently serves as Executive Director of the Yonkers Police Athletic League. I'm tired for you. Marisol has received numerous awards for her dedication to the Westchester community, including the City of Yonkers Women of Distinction Award, the Yonkers Police Commissioner Award, and the Dominican Cultural Association Leadership Award. The community boards you serve on are too many to mention, but they are all listed in the program. Marisol is the proud mother of her triplets, plus one, I better get this right, Eileen, Elvin, Edwin, and Stephen. She continues to serve as a role model and inspiration to many women in the community and believes that dedication to God and family, self-improvement, and giving back to the community are the foundations of her success. Talk about above and beyond. We congratulate Marisol Mancibo on this most deserving recognition. I'll get out of your way.
Let's see. I'm not touched this. Good evening, everybody. I'm deeply honored to be in company of a very distinguished group of women. Congratulations to all the honorees. Thank you to the Yonkers Chamber of Commerce Award Committee for selecting me for this award. In fact, this is easily one of the top highlights of my professional career. I usually like to analyze why I am deserving a special recognition. And when I think about the phrase above and beyond, I realize almost all my life, I have to go above and beyond in my personal and professional life. I grew up as a middle child of 9 in a traditional Dominican household. I did not have the respect of the eldest one, nor the privilege and attention that came with the youngest one. So, like all middle child, I had no choice but to give extra. Today, I can say with confidence that I ended up being the favorite child. I find my way to get it. I would like to mention that at the first the first female executive director of the PAL, it was another opportunity to go above and beyond, working with our youth to make the difference in their life and our community. I'd like to thank the PAL Board of Directors, our Mayor Mike Spano, the Police Department for believing in me. I'm also very grateful to all the women in my life and their continued support and guidance. You all are the reason I can stand here today. There are so many that I will not be mentioning names, but you know who you are. There is a very, very special woman in my life who I'd like to recognize today. Her name is not known, but I want to thank my mother. I wish she were here tonight. I know she's looking down on me from heaven. And I cannot forget to thank my beautiful children, my triplets plus one. 3 of them are not here tonight, but my daughter is around, Eileen. They tolerate my crazy schedule, my crazy work schedule, as I try to balance my mom and community responsibilities. I would like to end by saying, continue to lead with love and compassion. Always go above and beyond for yourself, your loved ones, and your community. Thank you.
All right. This year, moving on, the Yonkers Chamber of Commerce is delighted to present the Thomas J. Caramadre Humanitarian Award to Kathy Cunell, a longtime member of the Chamber of Commerce and Women in Business Committee. Kathy's accomplishments, not only in business but in her community, are many. She was born in the Bronx but moved to Yonkers at the age of 4. She is a graduate of Sacred Heart High School and holds a bachelor's degree in business and marketing from Manhattan College. Yeah. After a long career in real estate and property management as a licensed real estate broker, Kathy went to work for the City of Yonkers in 1999, first in the Affordable Housing Department and then with the Yonkers Waterfront Development Office. In 2013, Kathy was promoted to her current position, Director of the Yonkers Housing Affordable Department. Kathy says her goal has always been to help all kinds of people find a home or apartment that fits their needs, and it's a job she finds both fulfilling and rewarding. Kathy, too, has served on a number of community boards, councils, and committees. Again, way too numerous to mention here, but they are in the program. Kathy is the proud mother of her daughter, Tracy, and refers to her 4 grandchildren, gotta say their names, Kelly, Colin, Sean, and Shay, as her treasures. We all agree that because of her record of service, there is no one better suited to receive the Thomas Caramadre Humanitarian Award. Ladies and gentlemen, our own Kathy Cunell.
Good evening, everyone. I would just like to thank the Women in Business Committee for nominating me to receive the Thomas J. Caramadre Humanitarian Award this evening. I am most honored and appreciative. As I look back on my life, I had some very difficult times when I was younger. I lost my husband when I was 27 years old, and my daughter was only 3.5 years old. If it was not for my loving parents, my 3 sisters, and my other relatives and friends, I might not have gotten through it. With everyone's help, I went back to school, graduated from Manhattan College, and at the same time became a licensed real estate broker. I was in real estate and management work for several years, and then in 1999, I started working for the City of Yonkers. This is where I've been for the last 24 years. As the years went by, I became involved in many different organizations. I was class mother at St. Anthony's, treasurer and then president of the Maria Regina Parents Association, treasurer and then president of the Homefield Civic Association, board member and then treasurer of the Untermeyer Performing Arts Council, Presently, I am president of the First Precinct Community Council, board member of the Monastery Manor and Father Finian Housing, board member of the Sacred Heart Finance Council, and a member of the New York State Association of Realtors, and a member of the Hudson Gateway Association of Realtors, and finally, a member of the Women in Business of the Yonkers Chamber of Commerce. I have really enjoyed being involved in all these different organizations. I always think that all the problems and trials I went through earlier in my life made me a better person and gave me a greater understanding when it comes to dealing with people. It gave me a different approach to life and a greater willingness to help people, show compassion to others and their needs, and make a commitment to get involved to try to make things better. During my involvement in the community, I have met many people from all walks of life and have made many great friendships. It has been a very rewarding experience, and I've always felt it an honor and a privilege to belong to these different organizations. I would like to congratulate the other honorees, Jeannie, Francis, Camilla, Marisol, and the 3 scholarship winners, Brianna, Stephanie, and Mackenzie, and wish them all the best as they continue on life's journey. In ending, I would like to thank my daughter Tracy, son-in-law Pat, my grandchildren, Kelly, Colin, Sean, and Shay, my sisters, relatives, friends, my boss, co-workers, for always being there for me. And thank you to all here tonight who came to celebrate with us. It has been all that I could have wished for and more. Thank you.
Okay. Jeannie's up next, but before, since half of your family is on our list of former officials, we're going to recognize all our Yonkers City officials here today. So, of course, the Honorable Michael Martinelli, our former Yonkers City Court Judge. Yay. The Honorable Richard Martinelli, our former Yonkers City Council President. You all met Mike Sabatino. He was here earlier representing the mayor. I think he had to take off, but okay. The Honorable Chuck Lesnick, former City Council President. There he is. The Honorable Karen Beltran, Yonkers City Judge. David Tubiolo, our county legislator. David's in the back. There he is. Anthony Moranti was here. I think he's still here, our existing city council member who's here, but I think he had to leave. We have Marisol Alcantara, who's a former state senator, here with us. Marisol, there we are. And the incomparable, I'm looking at her, I can't wait to hug her, Cecile Singer, our former state assemblywoman. Stand up, Cecile. Cecile received our first Lifetime Achievement Award last year. And now we're going to move to our second Lifetime Achievement Award winner, who I consider a dear friend. Last year, the Yonkers Chamber of Commerce initiated a new, very special Women of Excellence Award, its Lifetime Achievement Award. And I think everyone in this room agrees that today it is going to one very special individual, someone I've known for very many years. Jeannie Martinelli, who has given not just 2 decades of service to the Chamber as its marketing director, but has lived her entire life in Yonkers, serving her city, her family, and the community at large. I can't look at you, Jeannie, because I'm going to start crying. I have long considered Jeannie a friend and a colleague, and I've envied her ability to do it all. Now, we don't socialize. It's not that I see Jeannie every week, but literally for about 30, 40 years, I've known this woman, and I followed her career as she has followed mine. But let's start at the beginning. Jeannie's dedication to her community was learned at a very young age. She is the daughter of the late Carl and Genevieve Vagari. Her mom, a Yonkers school teacher, and her dad, as most of us know, the former Westchester County District Attorney. In 1974, and I remember this, even though I wasn't even at Cablevision yet, but Jeannie married Michael, the love of her life, who just happens to be a Martinelli, not just a prominent attorney and judge, of course, but the son of former Yonkers Mayor Angelo Martinelli. So when it comes to serving the public, Jeannie just didn't have to follow in the footsteps of the Vigaris, but she had to follow in the Martinelli's footsteps as well. She and Michael have raised two beautiful and accomplished children, Jeanette and Michael. Michael's here. But Jeannie has always worked and pursued her career and dedicated herself to serving her city. Prior to her work with the Chamber, Jeannie worked for 23 years for the Yonkers Travel Bureau, specializing in individual and group travel, and was the president of her own tour company. And I'm looking at Alberto Ward, who I'm so thrilled to see here today. Alberto, you're going to get a hug too. Of course, Jeannie, graduate of the Yonkers Public Schools, Our Lady of Victory Academy, and attended the College of White Plains and Mercy College. I'm almost finished, Jeannie, I promise. Jeannie is currently president of the Yonkers Police Athletic League, a member of the board of directors at St. John's Riverside Hospital. But family still comes first, with Jeannie's skills as a gourmet chef, which I read in the bio, her dedication to her husband, children, and 3 grandchildren, 2 of whom are here. I'll say all 3, Stefano, Angelo, and Dominica. Guys, say hi. Raise your hand, say hi. Yeah, say hi. Quite an incredible lifetime achievement. Our sincerest congratulations to the incomparable Jeannie Martinelli. Jeannie, come on up.
I really did look at you. I know. I look forward. Okay. Well, good evening, everybody, and standing here before you tonight really is the full circle. I take this one. You don't mind, Patrick? Okay. I want to thank the Chamber for this very special recognition. Gina, of course, for all the nitty-gritty work, the WIB Committee, the Women in Business Committee, and especially my dear friend, Maura Kiernan, who graciously serves as chairwoman of the board. Maura signed up 2 years ago when the Chamber was struggling, and she works so hard in restoring it to its glory days. Thank you, Maura. She truly deserves a big round of applause. I would also like to congratulate the outstanding women and students who are also being honored here this evening, with a special shout out to my dear friend Marisol. Marisol, it has been my privilege to work closely with her and to watch her take the Yonkers PAL to new heights. Congratulations to all of the honorees. Wow. Okay, so here I am, the Lifetime Achievement Award. I have to say that's pretty daunting. I humbly accept this award on behalf of all the women in this room tonight who every day take care of their kids, their families, their elderly parents, their jobs, etc., etc. You get the idea. Juggling many balls in the air all at the same time and while trying to make it look easy. I am truly touched by the outpouring of love and friendship bestowed on me this evening, and I thank all of you for being here with me to share this very special honor. So the most precious Lifetime Achievement Award, or Special Lifetime Achievement, is my wonderful marriage to the love of my life, Michael. Together we raised 2 wonderful children, Jeanette and her husband, Scott. Jeanette, stand, and there you go. Our son, Mikey, and his wife, Gina. And of course, our beautiful grandchildren. I'm sorry our grandson, Stefano, couldn't be with you this evening, but thrilled to introduce to you our granddaughter, Dominica. and our grandson, Angelo. That's right. What's a chamber event without Angelo Martinelli? Again, thank you all so much.
All right, everyone, again, it concludes our presentation, but we're doing the 50-50 raffle in about 2 minutes. And we want to thank you all for coming and for being such a kind and attentive audience. And let's do it again next year.